So basically, I'm out here. I'm in my backyard. You know that I've been working on converting. Fixing it up. I'm trying to make it more indoors in due time. Uh, I have a whole gym back here, workout set, pull-up bar setup, right? County style, craft style. I have the bike right here, the cardio. I got to take it out of being wrapped up. I got the treadmill over here. Got the treadmill, right? For the cardio. I got the bench press, right? Turns into bench press incline. A whole bunch of dumbbell action in here. Kettlebell, dumbbell, weight belt. It's just a matter of putting it all to use now. I gotta put it back to use. I got too lax. I got comfortable with the Planet Fitness setting, the Planet Fitness comfortability. And I got to take it back to the roots, back to the basic, back to how I started. Look, I even got the old sand weight cement with the old school bar. Got another flat bench right here, right? And I got the long bar, the long 35-pound bar back here, collecting rust. That I gotta take it out of. I gotta take it out of the rusty stage, right? I gotta take it out the rusty stage. Take it back out the rusty stage. So, what we gonna do? Right? Let's get into action. Let's get into action with this stuff. Hola, ¿cómo está? Right? Let's get into action. Let's do what we do out here. Let's get into action, right? Get into action, because just cold air. I love the cold air, Mr. Cold Air. The cold air, the whole. We used to always be out in the yard, always in the yard. In the morning time, anytime we out in the yard, especially early in the morning. Big yard out, courtside yard, mid yard, indoor yard, whatever. The Green Monster, the old 16 Nelson Place, Union County Jail, you name it. We was there. So, we gotta take it back. We gotta get back to the rhythm of things and try to make things happen, right? Because we gotta do things right. Things right. We want to do things right. We want to do things right. We want to do things right. You want to be comfortable while you do it. Right now I got more time on my plate. So when you got time on your plate, you take advantage of it. You got extra time on you that you can do these things. Because it makes you feel better, right? It's therapy. You do it. That's all you could do. You know, try to do all that you can. So I'm gonna warm up. Gonna do a little warm up, right? Warm up going. Get some warm up going, right? Get some warm up going and get to it, right? Yeah. Get some warm up going. You know, we got our arms. Come with that. We out here. You know? Get a quick 30 count, right? Get a quick 30 count. You know, 30 count. Try to find some attachments to it, right? So we can make it, right? Make it a little bit heavier. Make it a little heavier. So we can make it a little bit heavier. Need it to be 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 un poquito más. Need a little bit. Need a little bit more. know. Mhm. You can get it a little bit heavier, get more feel out of it, right? Feel out of it. So on this side, you can throw a 5 and another 5. 5 and a 5 just to even it out. To even it out, because I don't have another plate like that. But the weight is equal. The weight is even. That's all that matters. That it adds up back to what it is, right? That's all that matters. So let's get back to business. Let's get back to business. ¿Cómo está mi gente? Dios los bendiga a todos. A todos. I went to Bible study yesterday. And let me tell you, I needed it. I needed it. I needed it. I fell off. But by the grace of God, we'll be back. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Vamos por encima. Now we talking. Now we talking. Now it's feeling like something. Now the weight is feeling like something. Yes, sir. Back to the basics. Back to the basics. I want to get back to the calisthenics, the push-up, pull-ups, the dips, all different type of dips. There's many versions. There's more than 2 versions of dips. There's always multiple versions of certain things you're trying to work on with certain body parts. More than one way. There's always more than one way to skin a cat. You know, you ever heard that term before? That's a real term. That's a real term. trying to, it's cold out. It's a nice cold though. Está bueno. It's good breathing. It's good breathing weather. It's good breathing weather. Okay. Get down to the third, the nitty gritty. It's the nitty gritty right here. Third. That's what I play with. My first week out, population in the county. This is to get started with. So this is when all the drugs and all that's out your system, and you're rebuilding yourself back from the bottom. You can't go too crazy. You gotta get on top of everything. Not to say I gotta get all this stuff out my system, but I did had a little setback. I got into depression, into a severe depression. It came and it left because I did something about it, and I got back on the right things to do. At first you always gotta, you gotta talk to the right people. You have to communicate. You can't hide. You can't get antisocial. You gotta face your problems. Always face up with them. I had a setback. It cost me valuable positions. It caused a lot of damage. But damage doesn't mean it's destroyed. Damage is damage. Destroyed is destroyed. That's why the words ain't the same, the definition ain't the same. So don't ever get too much things misconstrued about, because we could use the titles like birds. Birds speak for all different type of birds. A bird is something that's in the air, that flies, that have wings, but not all birds fly. All birds don't fly. You gotta call what it is. A chicken, a turkey, a turkey. An eagle is an eagle, a hawk is a hawk, a falcon is a falcon. Everything is not the same. And that goes for everything. Everything. It goes for everything. Okay. I'm focusing on a little bit of buys also, just to pump some blood in that muscle. Pump some blood. That's all it is. Blood and air. Water. Rest it. Feed it. Put some nutrition into it. Okay. Ahora. Vamos a trabajar de nuevo. Vamos a trabajar de nuevo. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it up. Bring it down. See that? I did basically a pause movement. Hold the weight, make it count, pause. Let's see if you can get it from this angle better. Can you? Can it? No. Por acá. Por acá. De aquí. De aquí. Supuestamente, ¿verdad? Si esto aquí. Si esto aquí. Aquí. Yeah, basically here. You see me better. Alright. On back here. Alright. To run and lose weight. I really have to run and lose weight. I have to lose some pounds to be able to get on a pull-up bar and get used to my own body weight. I have to, because if not, it's going to make things harder. That'll be the smarter thing to do. You can always make your biceps stronger also, to get used to picking that type of weight. But that means you got to start curling. Listen, you have to start curling your body weight. Your body weight. Right? Half of the weight on one arm, the other half of your weight on the other arm. And do hammers also, a lot of hammers. You know what that is? That's basically like doing hammers with curls with a 120-pound dumbbell on each arm. That's what that is. In order to be comfortable banging out pull-ups, which are especially if you weigh over 220 pounds, 230 pounds. That's what that means. It'd be the right thing to do and the more healthier thing to do, because truth of the matter, I'm besides my weight class, I exceeded. I'm heavier than what I'm supposed to be. And I need to be more on a healthy level. That's what that means. Being in recovery, you always got to be honest with yourself. Always. Always. You got to always be honest with yourself. You always be honest with yourself. that? They go to what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for right here. Wait. Got a few friends I gotta invite over. Get this workout going. Got some church going on tonight too. Got some church going on. I want to go attend to. Got some church going on. I want to get with. Some prayer stuff going on. You know, so okay. Got some church going on. Gotta start going back to NA, Narcotics Anonymous. Gotta find a good group to go to, a good network. I used to go back here to Asbury Park. It was real over there. But I'm thinking about stopping at a few other places. You know what I'm saying? Probably the one in the Woodbridge section. Also, you know, fentanyl crisis out there, and the drugs is out there. It's no joke. No joke, man. I pray for everybody. This is serious business. What goes on out there? Serious. And for those who have survived it, and those who are alive, it wasn't on your terms. It was by the grace of God, because He had people at the right places at the right time, right? That was able to help you and save you. Always know that. Always know that. You know, that a lot of people have not woke up this morning or today at all. For that reason. For that reason. What's good? What's up, brother? The OG. Yes, sir. What's going on? A lot of people have not woke up. A lot of people haven't survived last night. Especially out here in the northeast. All right, let's get one more of these. Let's get one more of these. One more. Hold it up. Hold it up. Hold it up. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Up. Other side. 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 Make it count. Slowly. There you go. That right there. That right there. That right there was the finisher of the finish. With that. With that. With that. Right? Only with that. Right? Yes. Right? Only with that. Alright. Before I start subtracting weight from there, I want to use it. I want to use it. Even though I still want to use it, I'm going to use it. Right? I don't want to start subtracting. Then I got to put back on weight like that. Now, I just take it to the next routine where I'm going to still use this weight on it. Right? It's still a chest routine, but it's also considered a back routine. Chest or back. It's the pullover. The pullovers is one of the mightiest things you could do in the weight room or anywhere. Even calisthenic pullover, which is mean because it will rip you up. But the pullovers work just like the dips. A dip exercise is an exercise that works at least 85% of your body. Pullovers also. Deadlift also. military press also. Those are basically, oh, you can't forget the squat. Something that works 85 to 90% of your body. It's a good exercise. You know that it's a good exercise, you're going to do something. You're going to do something. It brings your back out like a Ninja Turtle. For those that already look like a Ninja Turtle, you might don't need it. But it brings your back out like a Ninja Turtle with the inputs of a King Cobra, right? That layout. And for the chest, what it does, it pulls the chest over, it brings it out over the stomach. That's what you want it to be like, right? You don't want your stomach bigger and bigger than your chest. You want your chest to be bigger than your stomach. I suppose you do, but I could be assuming though. But I suppose you do. Okay. So now, let's go here with it, right? Go here with it. Let's dig deep. Let's dig deep. A little deeper. A little deeper. A little deeper. A little deeper. 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 Deep. And before you let it go, you might as well hit a little bit of back on it, right? A little close grip, right? Just above the chest. It's a little bit above the chest. Get that burn. Get that burn. Get that burn. Get that burn. Sometimes you can't take some things that happen to you the wrong way, right? Because it's just like a chess move. If I don't present something to you and put it in front of your face or make you make a certain move, you might be too comfortable and too content and stay there, right? So until something makes you move, right, you won't even know that you had another door open for yourself, or maybe 2 or 3 other doors, because we were still stuck, stagnating, idolized in one place. Comfortable. For the sake of comfortability. Oh, I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable. I'm content. Or you might just be lazy enough and don't want to do nothing with yourself, and you stay stuck, right? And call yourself Mr. Procrastinator. Always procrastinating because you could give so many excuses why you haven't made the next move. But when something forces you to move that ass, what happens? You end up moving, right? And then you find yourself in what? In the better predicament. Believe it or not, that's what the government is doing now. That's what they're doing. They've been doing it for the longest. Trying to find more ways to make the American people out here in the United States lazy. Lazy. Everything is either brought to them, or is in the palm of their hands. Right? They don't even want to go out the house no more to go buy their own food. They want them to be bringing it to them. Instacart and all that shit. Don't even want to walk nowhere. Right? They want to do everything in their house. Not even outside the house, inside the house. You know? First they started it off with the food and everything else that to try to make the men softer and the woman's more harder than the men. Right? That's what they want to do. Right? That's why you see the teenagers the way they are now, the boys and the girls and stuff. You gotta pay attention and read between the lines and look up stuff. Then you can find all the information you really want to find. Just gotta do your homework. You know, this ain't no joke. This is real life stuff. But you gotta do something about it. You can either just give up and lay down and just let it be what's it gonna be, as they say. Right? Just go with the grind. Or you could choose not to live a certain way that they want you to live, right? Choose to get a certain food, buy a certain way, you know. Watch what you take, watch what you eat, watch the supplements you take, even watch the vitamins you take, right? Do research on everything. But believe it or not, or you can go back into the times of our ancestors, of the Indians, right? The Indians, Africans, and the native Indians, the indigenous people, and live by their diet. Live by their diet, what they used to do, and how they used to do it. They was okay. They were healthy. All that drinking water stuff, water, that's all overrated. That's bullshit. Oh, stretching back. There you go. The only thing a lot of water does for you, it don't even hydrate you. You know? Believe it or not, if you're going to drink water, you have to drink it without being in the refrigerator, not refrigerated. And if you could drink it warmer, drink it warm. That's the best effect you're gonna have with water, warm. Because water, all that basically do is strip down all your nutrients, all your vitamins and everything. It takes it out of you. It will make you feel bloated, fill you up. Next thing you know, you're thirsty again. You don't even feel right. Yo. I had to do, once I started learning about that stuff, I try to drink more coconut water, but it's a different type of coconut water. You can't have the ones that have added sugar and stuff like that. You gotta have it natural. A lot of H2O, watermelon water, which is basically watermelon. You know, they juiced it, put it through the juicer, boom, it makes it. You drink it, everything, pear, everything that's fruit, juice it, zoom, right through the machine, get it out, drink it. It's the best thing you could do. Best thing you could do. Okay. Now I have to take off some of this weight, right? And go to the flies. Some flies, right? Go right into the flies. Get some fly action, right? Basically, that's what I can do now, right? Get some fly action going. Superset it maybe with some wall push-ups for the decline, right? For the decline from the bottom of the chest, also, right? That's what I can do. Yeah. Okay. I got it ready for the fly action. For the flies, I'm going to superset it. Got lightweight, so you can get a good stretch. Right? Good stretch. Right? Good stretch. Get a good stretch. Good stretch. Okay. So about that. What? Huh? Get them on. Hmm? Okay. Okay. That's right. Like this. A little bit heavy. Make it a little bit heavy, not much. A little bit. A little bit. A little bit. Put a little bit of pressure on that. Put a little bit of tension. It's intensified. Intensified. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. A little bit. Not much. Just a little bit. Again. Alright. Made it a little bit heavier. Alright. Just to intensify. A little tension in your body. You need the tension. That's what does all the work, believe it or not. Tension. Same stretch. Same stretch. Alright? Do what you can do. money. There you go. That feels better. That feels better. A lot better. A lot better. Right? All this right here, I have to put back. Whatever I ain't using, I'll put it back. Put it back. Right? Put it back. So that's right. Let's get it. Let's get it. That's already. That's already bomb. Okay. That's it like this, right? Third and final with the flies. With the flies. The incline push-ups. Did a 12 count on that one, right? Skip a 10. Take it to a 12. Take it up to. Take it to a 12. You should always try to push yourself a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Always. Alright? Alright? For those who have been in Union County Jail, thank God that place is closed down. You know, too bad it couldn't happen when I was through my time and era, when I was in and out that place. 16 Nelson Place, Green Monster. For those that been around in that era through those jails, you know, it was an effort. Believe that, you know, especially in the early 90s, you know. Yeah, I've been in Burlington County Jail. I stepped foot in 11 Marshall Street. I started all this off though since I was a juvenile. Skillman, Jamesburg, the Epson days, you know, on and on, graduating to the youth corrections, until adult prisons. This never leaves. This always stays with you. Always. Especially calisthenics. Calisthenics always definitely stay with you. Okay, that was phase 1 of hitting population in the county, right? Hitting population in the county. Shows up. Remember them times and ever. Remember those days. If you know, you know, right? If you remember, you remember. Right? If you know, you know. You understand? What can we tell you, man? Wanna do a little bit of cardio, right? A little bit of cardio, speed up the process, right? Speed up the process, you know. A little bit of cardio, speed up the process. Speed up the process, right? Right now I'm on the bike. Getting my pedal on. I know you can't really see it. So, I'm on the bike. I got one of these workout bikes. Computerized also. Got the treadmill there too. Everything on it. Like I said, the good is having this stuff. You don't use it. Tenemos todo esto en la casa y no lo estamos usando. ¿Verdad? Como dicen los boricuas, ¿para qué carajo quiere todo esto si no lo está usando? Vamos a poner a botar cosas, si no dámoslo a Goodwill, Keep getting stuff to Goodwill. Get the receipt for it. Start giving stuff to Goodwill. Make them get you a receipt because it's almost income tax season. It's kicking in. Guess what? Oh, well, matter of fact, we're in the new year right now, so whatever you start putting in for this year, 2026, it'll be ready for before the next one. Because this income tax, the stuff is going to reflect on was the 2025 stuff. But it's just a reminder. Speed it up. Speed it up. Speed it up. Always keep your eye on the prize. There you go. There we go. Yes, sir. There we go. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging out with me, keeping me company. I hope my conversation and my mindset wasn't a little bit too much overwhelming. You know, you can learn a lot. You can learn a lot even from a dummy, right? You know, even if I'm a dummy, you can learn a lot from me. You know, so this is LWO, Latinos with Opinions. Always feel free to be opinionated, voice your opinion, right? It's also Latino World Order, right? Get with the movement, you know. Start waking up. The awakening, right? Conscious people. People that's conscious, people that's aware. To be aware is to be alive, right? You got to start thinking, start rationalizing more, start using this more, right? Less of this, less of this, more of what's inside you, more of this. God bless everyone. God bless. Dios lo bendiga a todo el mundo. God bless.